the Australian dollar remains strong, the nation's travellers are seeking fashion, fun and sun overseas. The number of overseas trips taken by Australians outshone international arrivals for the first time since July 2010. Figures from the Bureau of Statistics show a 2.5% decrease of visitor arrivals to Australia.
With the increase of resident departures, Australians are seeking more value for their money.
Dr. David Bierman, Senior Tourism Lecturer at University of Technology, Sydney, believes this trend can be attributed to the current exchange rate.
Exchange rate is so favourable now for Australian travellers. Aussies are travelling to places like Fiji, Bali, Malaysia, Thailand and other places because they can get a really swish holiday at all of those places at a fraction of the price that they'll pay here in Australia.
Rowan Barker from the Tourism and Transport Forum says there has been a change in destination choice due to lower airfare prices.
Nearly 800,000 Australians went to Indonesia in the last 12 months, which is just phenomenal. It's now second only to New Zealand in outbound destinations. The other thing that really affects people's travel choices is the availability of airfares. In the last couple of years we've had a lot more low-cost airfares around, and there's been a lot more capacity in between Australia and the United States. So not only have Australians been taking advantage of the higher dollar and going to the US because it's about half the price than it was, there are a lot more affordable fares.
According to Mr. Barker, this has been an ongoing problem. We are currently facing a tourism trade deficit, which, if continues, will have negative effects on the economy.
Tourism is a $93 billion industry in Australia. It employs 500,000 people directly and about another 350,000 indirectly. So you're talking about a massive chunk of the economy. On the latest stats, the gap between the number of people coming to Australia and the number of Australians travelling overseas is 1.6 million a year. So we're looking at a tourism trade deficit of something like $7 billion annually at the moment.
Dr. Bierman says that Chinese tourists have accounted for an overall growth in domestic tourism.
We've had a small growth in tourism to Australia. Most of that growth has come from China.
With ongoing economic uncertainty, Mr. Barker believes a focus on Asia will help increase our international visitors.
Asia is going to be the future of Australian inbound tourism for the next 20 to 50 years. There's a burgeoning middle class in countries like Indonesia, China and Malaysia.
Hopefully tourism will soon take off. Keep an eye out for an update on the Bureau of Statistics later in October. Sydney Airport, Danielle Robertson, UTS News.